Since 2015, it's been our pleasure entertaining you. From brass commentary, controversial interviews, and sexy cave crushes, we have given you our all. We've seen other shows come and watched them go. But Inside the Cave is still here. Inside the Cave. Thought-provoking ignorance. Guaranteed. Last time on Inside the Cave.
It doesn't sound like you have a lot of awareness right now.
Hey, Mr. I ain't fucking with that shit. He's somewhere trying to learn how to spell A right now. And motherfucker need to get his pet blackjack on and buy a Velle because this motherfucker is definitely I'm just saying. You don't like the way that Alabama had because you got one letter. You got an A. That's it. You got that A on that motherfucker. That's it. So all of that ball bouncing shit, all of that, we gonna take slaughter court shit. Oh, we going to court on this shit.
Oh, hell no.
Mr. Fact Check himself. Mr. I ain't fucking with that shit. Mr. Is the ball bouncing? Yeah, all of that shit. Can I buy a Velle? Hold up, before I sign on, I'm gonna fact check this shit. It's all of that shit. Rewind all of that shit, but because yes, ladies and gentlemen, awareness is spelled incorrectly. We are missing a E from aware. We had people type in the discount code aware, and we left the E. Excuse me, not me. Save a whole road. Big Dawg.
No. So, Mano, you played yourself, bruh. I like what you be saying on your Instagram, man. You be coming with the truth. But, man, you look like a sucker.
Hey, you better slow down, boy. You better hope Mano never hear this episode. That's what. Ooh.
Oh, I ain't scared of none of them blacks.
Oh, no. Mano.
He killed Tupac in the movie.
Shit, Mano been in penitentiary for real. That boy ain't on no wax.
Well, Mano better stay in his lane. Out here, he gonna get some heat.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I came off my job because I thought somebody was coming in my house. I don't play that.
Are you telling Mano to be aware of you?
It's time to go inside the cave. Inside the cave.
Inside the Cave.
You did say you wanted to be in, right?
Welcome back Inside the Cave. Skeleton crew in effect once again. And guess who's in charge? The bouncing ball himself, please report, is in charge. And to the left of me, we got the beautiful and talented Catherine.
Hi guys, how are you?
Yo, Cat.
What up, Cat? Catherine?
Mr. Wait What himself had to take off last week because he was on father duties.
That's right.
We got the big dog, Velle.
Yo, what's going on, man? I was up in the soccer van. You know what I mean? Being a soccer fan. What's happening, man? One half of the Cave Crush crew, and it's popping.
That's what's up. Can't wait. I actually got a DM message of some drooling young man from overseas saying, that Cave Crush you involved with, can I get the videos without the pasties? I'm like, dude. I'm like, they don't got internet where you at, man? I'm like, you need to get a subscription to Pornhub or something.
Yeah. X videos or something, man.
You know?
You will see a lot more than the pasty.
And bringing up the rear paws, Mr. Hotmail Extraordinaire. Tell the truth, slide.
The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, tell the truth. Inside the podcast group is going down today.
Is that me or did he just freeze?
He froze or he a good ass.
Did you see his video? That shit look funny as hell. my goodness.
You went out, Sly.
Oh, what part I went out? My bad, man.
Inside the Facebook group.
Inside the Cave podcast group. And I got a good question for you ladies tonight. And I'm ready for round 2 if my opponent ever shows up.
It's going down in the cave today.
This nigga
This is so you do not want to miss.
Hey, Velle, my grandma used to say, boy, don't you be selling them wolf tickets.
This nigga scared.
It's the first day of summer and it's about to get hot in her.
Hey.
All right, guys. Don't forget about that He Too movement. It is here. Men, send your stories to insidethecavepodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to put in the description, or not description box, in the headline, He Too movement. The 750th person or whoever adds them will receive a shirt from Inside the Cave. We also got those dope Captain Saber Ho Row shirts coming soon. I haven't seen none. If it's supposed to be about me, you would think I'd get a shirt. Yeah, but everybody got shirts but me. Maybe it's because
I don't think we're going to involve you with any more t-shirts, bro. That's just me.
I don't have a shirt. I've been on before. Sly got a shirt before me. It's no Cat's Corner shirt.
Cat, you come get one of my shirts, Cat.
Hey, Cat.
I'm not putting no illiterate ass shirt on. No, thank you.
That's Roland Dawg shirt you talking about. My shirt spelled right.
No,
Cat,
no, thank you.
You had a shirt. You had a shirt that say
the Cat's Kittens. The Kittens shirt.
Yeah.
Say the kittens.
Say the Kittens. That was dedicated to you, Cat.
Cat probably using them to wash dishes right now. So.
No, it was not dedicated to me. I didn't have any input in the damn design of the shirt. I ain't get to pump it up or anything. I don't have nothing to do with that shirt. Ain't nobody asked me. My shirt wouldn't say no damn Save the Kittens. Who the hell? We not the ASPCA. We not like, who would do that?
Guess who would do that?
I'm with Cat on this one.
But guess who would do that? That's a crazy question. Who you think would do it? CB. You know who would do it.
Cat, I think you just need to go ahead and make CB aware that you need your Cat Corner shirt.
Man, dog gonna fuck y'all up when he come back. All right, so we need 20,000 downloads this month between all platforms. Please share the show.
Yeah, that's easy. 20,000, that's easy. We do that in our sleep.
Well, there you go. We'll share the show. Hey, everybody from every host on the show is responsible for sharing the show somewhere on a platform. Get it out. Let people know what you do on your side hustle. All right, so don't forget to shop that cavecrushshop.com. Every new subscriber and listener, we love you. Don't forget to jump into that Facebook group. So now, considering we had this crazy skeleton crew last week, I'm sure the listeners' feedback is going to be off the meat rack. So instead of dusting off my bouncing ball from last week, who's reading the feedback?
What time did the email go out?
Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, you coming in loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take care of it then. Let me see how my bouncing ball is working.
Boing, 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 shaboing,
Boing,
boing.
boing. My balls. Pause.
Emails and complaints with Cousin Lamar on Inside the Cave.
All right, everybody. This is this week's listeners' feedback. We're going to start with my girl, Cheryl. She said, in quotations in capital letters, wrong. The man is gay. Ooh. No man has to travel. She said, no man. Oh, she talking about the guys trip, I think. No, let me see.
Yeah.
No man has to travel with a bunch of guys to Hawaii to cheat on their wives. They can go down the street and cheat. A guy's trip is Hawaii is for down low men. Wow.
That's deep, Cheryl.
Now I understand. Hawaii? Yeah, that's pretty extreme for me to take the fellas without my wife now.
I remember on an episode a couple weeks ago, I had alluded to some things and y'all tried to call me out on the carpet and I kind of froze up, but then I let the cat out the bag. Remember, it was like, well, I said, you know what they say. And they was like, well, what they say? And I'm like, well, you know what they say. I kind of tried to back off of it. I've never done it. And I appreciate you guys. Y'all go to Vegas, y'all hang out. That's cool. But I don't know. They used to say that TD Jakes be taking a whole bunch of men jumping in the hot tub together.
Oh boy, that's.
Did the Odell Beckham?
Man, look, you seen him come up out that water.
Exactly.
Glistening all over his body.
I ain't playing that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Okay. Next we have Nina. What's going on, Nina? She said, why am I getting older episodes of Inside the Cave popping up on my feed as new episodes again? And when I checked the website, the shirt was spelled correctly. Y'all are a mess.
Well, Nina, I got a report. There's some technical difficulties going on with the site that shoots all the episodes over to iTunes. So there's a little glitch in the system. So bear with us with that. Just go ahead and delete the old episodes if you already listened to them. But don't forget, put that feedback on them episodes. That's an opportunity to check out some of them old episodes and put some feedback on there.
That's right. All right. Then we have Denise. Who left Roland in charge? I repeat, who left Roland in charge?
By default.
They respect him as much as they respect you, which is none. Is she talking about CB?
Yeah,
they respect him as much as they respect you, which is none. But it was funny. I'm kind of lost of what happened and what Sly is upset about. Sly, my brother, would you like to reiterate?
Yeah.
Yes, real quick. There's an autism shirt that Inside the Cave designed. 2 members of Inside the Cave designed for a great cause. 100% of the proceeds went to the charity, right? The only issue with this is that at the bottom of this shirt, it says autism awareness, but there is an E missing from awareness. This is an incorrect spelling, so it would be pronounced autism awareness. AWARNESS. And the creators, plural, because there's 2 of them.
No name, no blame. No name, no blame.
I'm not owning up to their flaws and their shenanigans on this shirt. So I'm upset that I was wearing this shirt. I was about to wear this shirt, and then my friend pointed it out to me, like, you can't wear that shirt because awareness is spelt wrong. And it has the Inside the Cave logo on it.
Hey, Velle, so Sly wasn't aware?
See, Sly, if you would have ironed the shirt, you would have been aware that it was missing the E. You just took it out the dresser and put it on.
It was almost still in the plastic. The plastic came off the night before, and I hung it up on the hanger. I still had the stick on the back tag of the shirt.
Did you post that on the Facebook group? Did you happen to put that picture in the group?
Was it today?
No. I mean, when you saw it, like, did you put that shirt up in the group at any time?
No. The only 2 people that saw it moments after I seen it from the group was CB and Tiff.
The iPhone didn't do that auto spell check, huh?
They didn't have it. Yeah, I guess Bill Gates wasn't paying for that technology.
He wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm upset. It's a great cause, and we need to know how to put correct spelling on merchandise that we're promoting. And that ball was bounced. That proverbial ball bounced.
Yep.
Right out the stadium. These couple brainiacs we got. I work with a couple brainiacs.
What's funny is that somehow I think all the episodes of us clowning Sly, he's getting his fucking revenge, man.
I think so. I think so. Past couple even going in.
Man, he been going in, man. He been going in.
So, Miss Denise, that is your answer, and that is I'm sorry, Denise. If you forget to put the E. So, Denise, that was for you. All right, we got my man Troy. What's going on, young Troy? He said, that's why I am not getting married. I'm not asking anybody permission to go on a trip. Come on, Troy, you can't think like that, man.
Man,
Go on school him real quick, Roland.
Man, listen, there's a dude named Yash Corral on YouTube, man, and he got this statement. He said, man, that's young man talk. You sound like a dumbass. You gonna be, or as Chris Rock say, you gonna be lonely. Man,
hey, Cat, where you at? I want to get Cat opinion on that statement by Troy. What you think,
Okay.
Cat? You heard him?
No, Troy said what? I'm sorry, I was on my phone too. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, Cat. We know you over there, pumping business for Inside the Cave.
Hold on, help me out.
No, he just said that's why I'm not getting married. I'm not asking anybody permission to go on a trip. School the boy, Cat. Talk to him. What you think about that?
Well, he said it right, and we're grateful that he's not getting married because, I don't know, communication is a key factor of marriage. So Troy, you're right. Don't get married, baby.
Well, there you have it, Troy. All right. So when your girl asks you why you don't want to get married, tell her to listen to episode, whatever number this is, and say Cat says.
Be honest and tell her I'm a child and I don't want nobody to tell me what to do.
Ooh, she calling you a little boy now, Troy. Troy the boy. Yeah, we gonna flip this on you, Troy the boy. Now what, little nigga?
Little boy joy.
Troy, you gonna have to get your permission slip signed to go
Troy
to
gotta get a
Vegas.
word that when it comes to marriage, you have to communicate. So if he don't want to communicate with people, that's fine. He could be single.
Hey, go ahead and do your thing, Troy. Single, married, whatever. As long as you're happy, man. But if you get married, you're gonna have to get your permission slip signed, brother. You're gonna have to get the inside of your underwears wrote with your name on it. So make sure you bring the right drawers back.
Though? I bet you his ass asked permission to take vacation days. Don't he got to submit that shit?
Damn.
You just can't not go to work. You do that too many times, your ass ain't gonna have a job. And that's what crack. A little sidebar here for a second.
No, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him too hard. Don't hurt him too hard, bro.
But no. It's sidebar. This would kill me about these people on Instagram or social media telling professionals what they should and shouldn't do, or what type of Kanye was talking about mental slavery and we still slaves, and why they go to a job every day? Like, ain't nobody not doing what they supposed to do every day. If you're not doing it, then that means you don't have no money. That means you under a rock somewhere. Grow up. Stop trying to tell other people what to do.
Hey, I will say this, Troy. I definitely get what you're saying, where you're coming from. But when you 60, 65, 70, 75, and you feeling like when you was 25 and you ain't have to ask permission, you gonna be lonely as shit at 70 years old trying to change your depends while you trying to go on a trip with nobody.
No, he not. He gonna ask the orderly at the hospital or the nursing home he in, can he go?
For
and
permission.
The nursing home gonna say no.
For fucking permission.
And there you have it. Troy. Next week, Troy gonna be saying he getting married. All right, let's move on. We got my man Lance. Shout out Lance. Hit that horn for us, big Lance. Man, get your show. Them people lost their mind. Lance ain't appreciate the skeleton crew or something. Sound like.
Yeah, it sound like they hating on us, man. They hating on us.
They hating on us in a good way, man.
That's all. We got my man Chad. He said, what's the deal with bashing of the guy going to Hawaii?
Chad, what did you miss? Did you listen to the episode?
Hey, did you listen to the first question by Cheryl? Cheryl said they gay.
And we wasn't bashing him about going to Hawaii. We were bashing him about the fact that he cheated and wanted to bring Boo back a souvenir from Hawaii.
My thing, just listen. Let's hold our comments about that and go to the next one. Then we can get into it.
All right. This is the last one from my man Terrence. He said, I just want to clear up a few things because I'm not sure how this letter was brought to you all, but I paid for my own trip. Is this T? This Pusha T?
Yeah,
this the real T?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go on. Yes,
CB, hit the bells. Hit the alarms. We need some bells for Terrence. It's Pusha T. Ding. All right. Well, just since it's Pusha T, I'm going to start it over from the top. He said, I just want to clear up a few things because I'm not sure how this letter was brought to you all, but I paid for my own trip. It wasn't paid for me, and all I wanted to know was, should I bring my wife a souvenir? All
See?
this, I cheated and shit. You don't know me. I expect that from the girl, but not from the guys. This a man cave.
See, I answered the question. I said, bring back a fucking souvenir because you're going to do that anyway. That's what I said. Very first thing. Mm-hmm.
Anybody? I wasn't here. I ain't touching that.
So I'm glad I helped somebody.
I'm going to touch all over it because
I'm going to stomp all over that shit. Go ahead, Kat. You go first.
I'm glad I helped somebody.
He never, still today, admitted he did not cheat. So we were correct. You did not once in this reply say, y'all bogus for putting me out there like that. I did not cheat on my woman.
Seems like a nice
you were
guy.
the one who told us about the cheating.
Kat,
he is the one who told us about the cheating. If the letter was about him going on vacation, then that's what the letter should have been about. He threw in the
Kat, he's a nice guy. He sounds very thoughtful. He's willing to bring back a gift and everything.
I agree wholeheartedly. But he's a cheater. And he wrote into this show and then called me a girl. There is nothing on my body that says girl on it. I am not a girl, boy. What I am is observant.
I think that was it. I think he was in defense of him. I think he was just saying that because you said he cheated.
I ain't listening to you, Sly. I'm talking to old boy. And old boy needs to understand that if you didn't want to bring the cheating out, then you shouldn't have put it in the letter. But you led the letter in that you were accused of cheating, and never once, even in this third opportunity, to tell us I did not cheat, you did not say that. So yes, we're gonna feel some kind of way about a cheater going on vacation and having the audacity to bring back a dirty ass t-shirt in remembrance of the cheating. Like, sorry, boo. The woman has spoken. Sorry, boo.
He might bring back a ring or something, Kat. A nice little Pandora necklace or something, a charm. Kat,
this man really gonna bring a ring worm if he ain't careful. He's gonna have a ring worm.
Sound like a really nice guy, Kat. Sound like a hell of a guy, Kat.
Yeah. She said he gonna bring back ring around his neck and ring worms.
All right, so we're not going to belabor the point and beat up Terrence any more than he's already been beaten up. I'm gonna say two sentences here for you, fella. Is number one, do you listen to this show? Because it's obvious you don't. So I don't know who you sent the question in through, but you should have known your ass was gonna get drugged with that weak ass question. That's number one. Because you sound like a 12th grader talking about, should I bring her back a fucking souvenir? You know what the fuck you supposed to be doing. That's number one. Number two is that all this, it's the man cave and I expect that from the girl. Man, listen, check this out here. This is the man cave and about 60% of us is married, faithful married. So what you need to do is get your shit together, brother, and stop writing in the radio shows, and then you won't have to be all in your motherfucking feelings about you don't know me. That's what weak niggas say. You wrote into a bunch of niggas you don't know. So man, miss me with that bullshit. Fuck out of here. Next caller.
Oh, hey, was that your 0 to 100?
Those are wrong.
Yeah, let's go.
This is inside the cave.
Tell us why.
And we do not support Roland's statements.
The statement is just said by Roland of Steve's report. Does not reflect the inside the cave, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, inside the cave. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Velle. You know what I'm saying?
Good shit, Sly.
Because I'm not married and I don't support that shit. I'll tell you that.
Oh, shit.
I didn't say 100%. I said 60%.
You seem like a pretty nice guy, man.
You seem like a pretty nice guy, buddy. You I'm assuming you got a good job. You can afford to go to Hawaii.
Forward when you listen, forward it to some of your friends and let them listen to it and tell us what they think.
And I'm sorry, I'm a little confused why he had to clarify that he paid for his own trip, like that mattered.
Well, no, because it sounded like, if you listen to us talk again, Kat, it did seem like we were assuming that the guy, like it was a free trip, that his friend paid for the trip.
Yeah.
Right, but even if his friend hadn't and he paid for it, it still don't excuse what should I bring her back. Like that was really the question you wrote into a show. I'm going out of town. What should I bring back my girl? Like,
What you say last episode, Cat? Just don't bring back chlamydia.
Right. Don't bring nothing back. Don't nobody want shit.
Don't bring that Hawaiian hepatitis back.
All right, well, let's keep that same energy for the next segment, Around the Cave.
Want to hear a hot take? It's time to go around the cave.
Yo, it's Velle.
Oh man, you know what? It's so much, man. There's so much around the cave. 0 to 100. Kill yourself and start over. Excuse me. Me being a music head, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the hip hop industry. And I know people got their own, gripes with Kanye, but shout out to good music and all the music coming out of good music. Shout out to Jay and Beyonce for dropping that out of nowhere ass album, which is a very great album.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Shout out to Nasir for dropping a hard album. Shout out to J-Rock for dropping a hard album. On a sad note, rest in peace to Jimmy Wapo and XXX Tentacion, one of my 10-year-old son's favorite artists, who I ain't even gonna lie, my son was actually he was disheartened to hear that the man, got killed. And even though he wasn't a great kid, he had a lot of sense. He said it and did some dumb shit, but we all did at that age. But he probably had a lot more sense than some of us as well. So just want to send out my condolences to both of their families. And, I know this phrase is getting used too much and people not really doing nothing, but let's do better. That's my Around the Cave.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, go ahead, Kat.
I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the dads on our show and all of the dads that are listeners. And my Around the Kid is really about, bigging up you guys and really trying to stress the importance of your presence and the bass of your voice and the width of your hand and all of the things that make you men that you strive to be. There is some child somewhere who looks up to you like you're a superhero, like you're invincible and infallible. And for Father's Day, I'm kind of disappointed. I felt like it should have been more, and I really kind of went out of my way to respect the dads around me because you guys are extra. Not to say that mothers aren't valuable, but I feel like the media and the world kind of portrays you guys, especially Black dads and Latino dads, they kind of give you a bad rap. So happy Father's Day to you guys. You are important. We love you. And thank you so much for our babies.
Did you text CB, Cat?
I did. I texted him first. So he wasn't in his feelings.
Appreciate it, Cat. Thank you, Cat.
All right, Slide.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for being great daddies.
Oh, thanks, Kat.
That's what she said.
Oh boy. And I know we let everybody go, man, but I just want to say real quick to what Kat said. It ain't always the media that's making us look bad. Think about that one.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
And you're right. That's what she said. Thanks, Kat.
All right, player from the Himalayas.
My Around the Cave. What I've been saying for a while now is that LeBron's going to the Lakers. I've been trying to tell y'all keep trying to stop me from saying it. LeBron is going to the Lakers, and the B side of my Around the Cave is it doesn't matter what Greg Popovich does. I don't care if he went to go visit Cornrows Don't Lie Kawhi in San Diego.
He gone.
He gone. He want to go home, man. It come a time where people just want to go home, and he want to go play in Cali. So that's that. That's my Around the Cave. LeBron done enrolled his older son in school there. So that's what it is, man. Get your everybody can get ready for this NBA draft, and it might be 2 super teams in the West. That's what might happen.
Interesting. And since I was so serious last week, and Sly went sports and Velle went music, I think I'm gonna take a less serious note, and I'm gonna stick with this music. And Velle made a very interesting point about all the music, or all the good music coming out of good music, and all the backstories with Kanye and all these beefs and all of that stuff. And now you got murders and stuff from people in the industry. All that aside, if you love the music, then make it about the music. What's interesting is that in this day and age, I'm guilty of this myself, is that now we have blurred the lines to where now the person has to be an upstanding citizen in order to entertain us, right? I want to go back to the days where I really didn't give a damn what Bobby Brown was doing. I don't care how many lines of coke he was doing. Just come out with a good song. R. Kelly been molesting little girls for a long time. When there wasn't a social media, we still listened to the music. I'm not saying that with us moving to this more conscious area, it doesn't make us feel uncomfortable. But man, I got videos of Chuck Berry farting in a woman's face, being all types of freaky. You think them dudes back in the day wasn't doing that stuff? So I just want us to get to a place where we can agree, man. Is it going to be about the music, or is it going to be about the people? Because if it's going to be about the people, then y'all being hypocrites. Then we got to shut it all down. Because I can't. Jay-Z's a cheater. XXX Tentacion beat up his girlfriend, damn near to death. You know what I mean? So what are we going to do here? We going to listen to the music, or we going to look at the people? I'd like y'all to give me some feedback on that. And I'm being serious.
I got some. I want to double down on it. You can enjoy someone's music who isn't a good person. Like, I don't understand why people have to quantify individuals. There are fantastic musicians who are bad people. There are wonderful teachers who are molesters. There are wonderful politicians who are drug abusers. There are so many facets to individuals that as adults, I think we should be in a place where we can understand that, yes, The Cosby Show is a fantastic show, and it did a lot for people. Even if you didn't like it, it changed your life in some way. But Bill Cosby is a creep, and he's a creep, and we all know it.
Can't prove
it. It is okay to recognize that a person is bad, but can be talented. Bad people are talented. Bad people are beautiful. Bad people are funny. We are all in that arena, and I think you're right that we have to understand that we can separate the person from their occupation.
Yep. Because CB is a great friend. CB is a great friend, but he's a terrible engineer and editor.
Amen. And
hey,
seller,
CB, how's it going, buddy?
Reader.
Oh man.
Hey, Cat. But here's the curveball to that. What I'm saying is that if I am gonna have a problem, I'm not even saying that. I'm not totally agreeing with you. I'm saying people can have a problem with that. I'm not saying you can't. If you are so disgusted at R. Kelly that he did that, then don't listen to his music. If that causes you not to listen to his music, I get it. But you can't have it both ways. You can't pick and choose because I'm a Michael Jackson fan. Michael Jackson didn't do what they say he did, right? Just like now, we just made the joke. You can't prove that about Bill Cosby. There's 60 women that came forward. But I'll say, but man, them hoes is lying. If I like Bill Cosby, but if I don't like Bill Cosby,
no, and this is what I'm saying. There has to be a separation. You don't like Bill Cosby. You like the Cosby Show. You like the actor Bill Cosby. You don't like the drugging Bill Cosby. You like the actor. You like what you see. You like exactly what he gets paid for to show an image. You built a relationship with what image you saw. And that's what we all do every day. It's not just Bill Cosby. It's the man you were sitting next to at the restaurant. While he looked like a normal human being, he could probably have 100 deer heads on every wall in his house. Everybody has their own life. It is up to us to be able to separate, hey man, you're fucking nuts, but you're a great artist and I respect your art. It is okay to say, I like that song, R. Kelly, but I don't like you. You can separate a person from their behavior.
But if you can't, but what I'm saying is if you can't and you choose to go down that road, then you have to paint with the broad brush. Then it has to mean. Of course
you can, but you have to be able to do that on yourself as well.
Meaning?
If you can't, meaning you may be a wonderful cook, but a fucked up mate. Like right. You yourself isn't 100. You aren't 100. You know, individuals aren't 100% good. And there are some coworkers at your job that would not believe the way you behaved when you got drunk at your family reunion.
Right.
We give images. People present things, and we got to grow up and understand that the image you're projecting doesn't have to be real.
Yeah, but
that's what you have to understand about social media. It's not real. It's the image I'm projecting.
But what's too far though? Some people will say
too far. We don't get to judge that. We don't get to determine that. We don't get to say this is what I think your point is. Step out of the judgment realm. If you enjoy R. Kelly's song, stop trying to explain to me how you hate him. I feel like what you're saying is pick a side. And if you're going to pick a side, remember who you are on whatever side you pick.
Right. And I'm just tired of people flip-flopping between this artist and that artist. You can't deal with that artist's sin or mistake, but you praise this one over here and defend that thing that they did in their past. You sound like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna bring up artists' past or their indiscretions or their mistakes, then you got to do it for all the artists. You can't give this artist a pass because you love them more. That's what I'm saying. So no, you're right, Kat. That is what I'm saying. But I'm also saying that as well, is that look, you're gonna pick one, pick the side that you want to be on and stay on it. And that is some good music coming out here recently. And you know what else about the music? Good point. Velle, another thing about the music is
but art is tragedy. Art is, you can't expect an artist not to have a problem. If you are creating, creativity is giving, but you're also asking. You've just made some art, whether it's music, whether it's painting, and you're really kind of saying, please like it when you present it to the world. So it has its facets and fallacies as well. And I think most people, we can agree, that are extremely talented are also extremely haunted. They also
how many artists have killed themselves?
Yeah, extremely
you know what
flawed.
I mean?
Extremely flawed too.
Yeah. How many of them have committed suicide?
Extremely. So art is, you know how they have the comedy tragedy. You can't expect R. Kelly to make Step in the Name of Love and then not have some sort of issue. Like, that song is catchy, everyone loves it. It's like you're asking an artist to be bare and to expose themselves. But yeah, we want perfection. That's a very hard thing to ask an artist to do. To be barren and give us everything and give us their soul, and then at the same time have respect and be self-aware and self-conscious. That's very hard to straddle. So you have to expect your artists, your greats, to have flaws.
And with that being said, I think I'm gonna lead the old head campaign for this modern day hip hop, this mumble rap they're calling it. I'm gonna lead the campaign for it, man. I'm like, listen, just like you got different genres of rock and roll, you got grunge, you got metal, you got more pop, so on and so forth. That's what hip hop has become. And I believe that those guys can be just as relevant as the old stuff. And just because it may not be your cup of tea, don't mean that you get to bash it neither. And I think that all the young artists that have said reckless things out there, like I'm better than Tupac or F Tupac or he really wasn't that good, to me, all the interviews that I've seen, have always been in defense. They get defensive, and that's their way of striking out. I'm starting to get
because they garbage.
And that too. Yep, and that too.
Because I listened to some of them XXX songs, and although that ain't my cup of tea, the shit was actually in that realm was actually pretty good. I see why he blew up off of SoundCloud.
But see, he's another person too that Cat just alluded to, that he was a depressed artist as well.
Yes,
he was going through some shit mentally as well. So it's kind of sad when you can predict your own death, but a lot of these 99.999% of these dudes nowhere near what Tupac stood for.
Right.
So that's kind of the comedy of it. So, what you got, Joe? We doing around the cave.
What the hell y'all talking about? We all go through shit.
Exactly.
Rich or poor. Rich or poor, don't matter.
Hit us with around the cave, Joe.
That was Joe's around the cave. We all go through shit.
Right.
Good point, my nigga. What up, Joe? What up, Capo? Joe Dirt in the building.
Joe Dizzle, you got a dirt sheet today?
Hell no. I'm tired as hell. They been doing me dirty at work, I'll tell you that.
Well, you can tell us about that. But now we getting ready to go into 0 to 100, formerly known as Kill Yourself and Start Over.
Had a long week? Need to get some stuff off your chest? Do it now! Let's go 0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick. Real fucking quick, nigga. 0 to 100, nigga, real quick.
Joe might want to give somebody a kill themselves and start over. Sound like.
Well, we're going to start with Sly. Give Joe a couple minutes to think about it. You up, Sly? What you thinking?
Can't nobody hear you, Sly.
My Kill Yourself and Start Over. Sorry, gentlemen, ladies. My Kill Yourself and Start Over is going to go to the office of number 45.
Hey, but before you say that, I'm sorry, Sly. I meant to ask everybody raise your hand if you had this at your 0 to 100 or Kill Yourself and Start Over. But nah, go ahead, bro.
No, I can back out of it.
No, you good. I'm just seeing who all piggybacking off of you. We just gonna do like wrestling, tag team.
Right.
Slap me in, nigga. Slap me in.
I can back out of it and go sports. I can go sports.
Oh no. Keep going, bro. No, keep going, bro. This might be all about him, everything, everybody.
0 to 100 is about the office of number 45, and this just extremely logic blocked individual that occupies the office that can't seem to get shit right consciously, and blatantly blames, makes up false facts, and just for political appearances to be seen as a hero of some sort. I understand that the primaries are coming up, and there's a rally today, and I think all of this is put into play just for his self-esteem. To come out looking like a hero is he's full of shit for playing with children's lives and separating children from parents, and then turn around and blaming it on individuals that had nothing to do with it, when he could have just said, hey, keep the parents and the kids together, or signed an executive order, in which he said he couldn't do it with an executive order, but he could, but he didn't even have to go that far. So my Kill Yourself and Start Over, my 0 to 100 is for this clone, this jackal, this jackass that happens to be occupying the highest office of the land and is 100% dumbfounded.
Good job, Sly. I'm sure he gonna probably be the punching bag today. So go ahead, Velle, you up next.
Well, I agree with Sly 101%. Everything you just said. Add that on, just like a 401k plan. I want to match that. Going piggybacking off that, I'm going she's kind of like a political commentator. Her name is Ann Coulter. I want to give her a kill yourself and start over. She don't get a 0 to 100. She gets to kill herself and start over for having the balls to say all those kids in the concentration camps and jails and all these pictures and videos we seeing are actors, and that it's a very well-written script, whoever's behind it. Again, she had the nerve to say it was a script and all these kids are actors and actresses. And this is just a ploy to make 45 look dumber than he already does. Now who am I tagging? Oh, she said it was a joke. She just like they, these kids don't want to believe Triple X is dead and it's conspiracy is he not dead. She's saying they're not in the camps, they're actors.
No, I know
That's
she
not
said
real.
that. I'm saying, did she say to make him look dumber than what he already is?
No, that's just what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, I want to give her a big kill yourself and start over 3 times. Dumbass.
Good job, Velle. All right, Kat, what you thinking?
I don't have a 0 to 100 because I'm not going to give 100 for it. I'm going to give a nice 50% plug to all parents and, people who are affected by what they're seeing on the media. And, it's scary, but I feel like if you're going to be surprised, then you're late to the party. We were well aware when this individual got into office that things were going to be different. And I think the true sign of insanity is not doing anything and hoping things change. So I think if you are affected, see what you can do, find out about being one of the foster homes that they're trying to send the children to, make yourself involved. Just because, again, you don't like him doesn't mean you don't help and you don't assist with the people who need your help. So I have a good friend. She actually has a child coming to her house in Texas. And it's just one out of the so many in places, but they don't have anybody watching them, so they're kind of just sending them to people, and she's going to not only get this child, but try to reunite this child with its parents. So it is important that we not only just watch, but we do one thing. The Underground Railroad was a railroad. There were many stops on this railroad, and your opportunity to be a stop could be right now. So I'm just going to go to 50 and say, if you don't like it, there are a lot of ways that you can assist and help, and stop depending on or waiting for someone to save you or save it. There are little things you can do every day, and small things like giving some money, helping to provide a place for someone to go. These are easy things that you can do simply to try to disrupt what we feel is a almost fascist regime we have.
Good stuff, Kat. What you thinking, Joe?
Fuck Donald Trump.
I think that's the consensus across the country.
I mean, him, taking the kids away from the parents, that's baseless. And it almost reminds you of how things was done during slavery. When they separated kids from the parents, they broke the families up and sold them to other slave owners. And it's ridiculous. It doesn't need to happen. If you're going to deport the parents, you go ahead and send their kids with them. What is the point of separating them? You don't need to send the kids to a foster home. That's not going to make anything better. They want their parents. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to end, but Donald Trump can suck balls with his orange ass.
Yeah, he was using going the quote unquote Joe baby mama route. He was using the kids against the parents. You know what I'm saying? To get what he wanted. If you want to see your kids, if you want the kids to be back with their parents to Congress, then you'll sign my bill. Or you'll put my appropriate funds in there for a wall, the $25 million he needs for the border wall in the bill. And they wasn't going. They was like, that ain't got shit to do. That ain't got shit to do with what's going on. And this was Republicans and Democrats. Exactly. So he was up shit creek. So now he got to save face because he's on the road doing these rallies, and they got to fill these seats, and if you got a presidential candidate, for in the next 2 years, running that would do this to families, immigrant families. Remember, America is an immigrant nation. He was gonna lose voters for the presidency and the seats that need to be filled in the Congress and the Senate and the House of Representatives. So he had to do what he had to save face and make it right and get this executive order signed. But now he's gonna look like a hero. So it's all a strategic plan. I just want to say, is B613 really real? Because I need it to be real right now.
That's what's up. Go ahead, dog. I mean, Sly, that's what's up. What you know about that scandal?
I need that shit to be real right now.
All right, so I guess what's on everybody's mind is Trump. What's on everybody's mind is the immigrants, and what's on everybody's mind is these kids. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay with the temperature of the crew, and I'm gonna talk about it as well. I do want to make I'm gonna kind of tie everybody's all up into one, and I'm gonna make it a Cleese report. First and foremost, when you see people like Ann Coulter yell at the top of their lungs that this is a conspiracy, this is fake news, these are actors, that's like the magician waving his hand over here so he can do something over there, right? As the conspiracy person on the show, I will tell you this first and foremost: they are not actors. What people fail to realize is in these events, these terrorism events, these aren't actors. They are really killing people. They are really locking people up. It's easier that way. It gives you the real full effect. There's no way to hire that many actors that aren't gonna tell, that aren't gonna say something. It's harder to control. So Trump is not orchestrating this. This is all part of the plan to mess with the immigrants, lock up these kids so they can prep us. So when they want to put in more martial law, how do we deal with the citizens, and how do we usher them into these concentration camps, these detainment centers? That's why you see all the Walmarts closing, because they built all of these buildings in each city, in each neighborhood, so they can be able to take those people and stick them in these buildings with no windows. And as far as what Trump is doing, coming out to be the genius, Sly, you really on to something. It's all orchestrated so he can set himself up to win the next election. Believe it or not, racism didn't start with Trump, y'all. Racism was already here. What Trump did was it made regular run-of-the-mill white folk braver to be able to wear their emotions about how they feel about the country out of their heart and on their sleeve. And that's my 0 to 100.
Good job, crew. Can I give a quick kill yourself and start over to the Pittsburgh police officer that shot and killed 17-year-old kid who was running not towards him, but away from him. Whatever happened to a foot chase? I'm just curious.
Man, I was just
thing, man. But I don't mean to cut you off, bro.
No. Go ahead,
I used to think the same thing, but the reason they don't chase no more is because
they gonna get away with it.
No, it's because it's out there now that you don't have to give chase. You can shoot them and get away with it. You can shoot kids, shoot people, shoot black people or people of color, which is what it is, and get away with it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't give chase no more.
I gave a
deserve their day in court. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get due process no matter what you did. If you was wrong or right, you know, you're supposed to get cuffed up, put in the car, go to jail, whatever, and go see the judge. They don't want you to do that no more. It's easier to just shoot you from a distance.
No, they saving court time now. They saving court time.
You know what's funny? What's funny about this is that just like Joe said, you're supposed to have due process. You're supposed to get arrested. You're supposed to go to court, judged by a judge and a jury of your peers, right? And while I will agree, they shoot, beat up, and arrest white folk too. But what puzzles the hell out of me is why is it that the majority of cop-involved shootings with black people, the black person is doing something so fucking minor, and you have school shooters, mass murderers, dudes with weapons, white people with weapons. I've seen white people attack the police, and they never seem to shoot them. And they never seem to shoot them in the back. That's how.
I'll answer you why. Because we are majestic. We're powerful. The melanin creates.
Cat blinked it out for a second.
Cat, start over from melanin.
I'm at my house.
Cat, start over from melanin. We don't want to miss what you were saying. Melanin is what?
No, I'm just saying that we're majestic. We're amazing. We have powers. We are superhuman. We evoke fear because our voices are loud, because our skin is darker. Like, it is because we look the way we look. We evoke emotion. It is a power, black people. It is not. They're killing us because we look like a threat to them, and as we are. And should we get together and decide how we're going to do this as a collective, they can continually tick us off one by one. And I think it's, while we're talking about what our president is doing and what happens, like you said, a jury of your peers, how many people go to jury duty? It's like this system is unjust, and because it's unjust for some reason, we opt out. And I think that our presence. For instance, I know a young lady who wants to get a scholarship, and I absolutely love her. I think her 12-year-old mentality is amazing. But I saw this 12-year-old girl evoke fear in someone. And she didn't threaten her. She wasn't physically menacing. She was just a young lady who basically told people, you can help me or not. I'm still going to the college of my choice, and I'm still pursuing the career I want. And that made them uncomfortable. They didn't look at her and say, wow, what a powerful child. They saw her and they got afraid. What if she this? What if she that? And see, we have to understand that we have a gift. We are different, and our difference is good, and that difference evokes fear. Just like if a purple person walked in front of you, it would give you fear at first. And of course, you wouldn't try to attack it immediately, but many people would, because it's different. So I hope that we can round out this whole conversation with how fucked up the country is, with how wonderful our people are. And if we can just for 1 minute realize that we don't need drugs to make us mighty, we don't need cars to make us mighty, fuck, we don't even need money to make us mighty, because we've made money for other people for so long. It's not the money that we make, it's our presence that makes us amazing. And we have to understand that, they're afraid of us. And after we come out the other end, maybe we can help each other,
No doubt.
Good point, everybody.
Good stuff. So this one right here is this time in the year 2038.
Inside the Cave predicts the future by reliving the past and staying current with this time in the year 2038.
What you got? Velle, go first. I know you got something good for us.
Oh man, in the year. You know what? I be forgetting we got this segment right after Kill Yourself and Start Over. It's like we go from literally to a 0 to 100 back to 0.
Man, it's getting harder and harder every week to be this witty.
Hey man, we clever. This nothing to us. Tell me what you think about this, y'all. In the year 2038, will we all be honoring what's Trump's wife's name? Iyanka.
Milan, his wife?
Yeah, the first lady.
That's his other wife, his daughter.
What's her name, Kat? Melania. Yeah. Okay, I just fucked that all up. CB, edit. In the year 2038, will we all be thanking Melania Trump for her great role in getting her then husband kicked the fuck out the White House?
Ooh. That's deep. I like that.
I wish he could.
Like Joe Dirt. I said she surely don't like him.
Man.
Joe Dizzle. You remember this segment? You ain't been here for a while. What you think?
What we doing?
In the year 2038. Say you gotta say something that you think will be happening in the year 2038, 20 years from now.
20 years from now. I'll come back to it.
All right, come on,
They
Sly.
blowing me at work, man. I'm sorry.
No, you all right. Come on, Sly. What you got for me?
In the year 2038, I'm gonna keep it with my sports. The WNBA will integrate into the NBA.
Oh boy, Joanna, man.
Ooh. there will be women in the NBA on teams making the millions that they make.
Sly, that's some bullshit. That's not gonna happen 20 years from now. No way.
That is going to happen. It is going to happen.
So also in the year 2038, will there be more after this sanction of the NBA and the WNBA? Will there be more lesbian women having babies because they got screwed by their teammates in the shower?
It might be a separate league, like NBA, a different NBA division, but it'll be a professional team, a professional league of men and women playing on the same team.
Slapping asses. What you got, Kat?
In the year 2038, I'll be taking my daughter to the Blue Ivy World Tour.
Oh,
man.
Oh, man.
And she's going to be painting while she's dancing, while she's singing, while she's cooking.
Damn. That's going to be dope. One hell of a show.
That's pretty dope.
It's going to be dope. Pyrotechnics, fireworks, livestock. It's going to be awesome. It'll be like the Blue Ivy. It'll be like the Blue Ivy Festival. Well, you'll just, stay for a couple of days in a tent and hang out.
Wow.
Now that was creative. All right.
Mm-hmm.
In the year 2038, and I just forgot mine.
That's what's gonna happen in the year 2038. Your old ass ain't gonna remember nothing. Oh shit.
Oh, okay. I remember now. Keeping in line with what Sly was talking about sports, in the year 2038, there will be no NFL. The league will be replaced with Quidditch. Dun, dun, dun. Nobody knows what that is?
You said what?
Quidditch.
Please. I'm listening.
Please explain.
We're listening.
That shit they play on the sticks on Harry Potter.
Oh shit!
No. Hey, I thought you was gonna say it was gonna be replaced with the lingerie football league.
They listen. That's
take a knee.
Listen.
Take two knees. Take two knees.
Listen, that's some good football. I don't know what you're talking about. That's,
it is.
That's
it is. That's
bro, you ain't catch that. Take two knees.
I see you. I feel you. I see where you coming from. But real talk though, that's real football, man. They be balling.
Yeah, football got to get their shit together, man. Shout out to the NBA. They always stay ahead of the game, man. At least in my eyes, they do.
I ain't even talking about on no militant stuff about the man. All that stuff's eventually gonna go away. I'm talking about. I think that with millennials, basically not really being in the sports anymore, and I do see the league starting to decline. And I only believe that you can have an Aaron Rodgers and a Tom Brady in the league so long, and even a Ben Roethlisberger so long, is because football is becoming harder and harder to play because the speed of the game and how young people just aren't. This is no disrespect to no young person, but they're just not as intelligent. They may be smart, but they're not.
And they stronger. They getting raised on Kool-Aid and bottles and goddamn Pepsi at 2, and they eating Flamin' Hots for breakfast. These new kids got some kind of bionic system. They big as shit.
Let me tell y'all something. As long as there's a ghetto, as long as there's a rundown neighborhood, they are always going to be able to pack a football stadium or a basketball stadium.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you got like Terrell Owens. Did you hear about Terrell Owens' workout?
With
Jordy was it Jordy Nelson?
No, from Atlanta. From Atlanta.
Yeah.
Julio, was it Julio Jones?
Julio Jones, yeah.
Yeah, y'all heard about that, right?
It wasn't. Yeah, I heard, but they wasn't looking bad at the T.O. thing. It was
no. I'm going somewhere with that. What did he run? Been retired for 10 years. What did he run?
Was it a 4-4?
4-4-4. 4-4-4. He ran a 4.
So he cheated. So he cheated while he was running. Is what you're saying? 4-4-4.
No, I'm saying that is crazy to me. These athletes, man, they just are just so big, so strong, so fast. It's a violent sport, and I'm just saying, millennials, they ain't built the same no more.
They're not.
They just not the same no more, man. They ain't like the way we came up. The intelligence level is just like, for instance, you got somebody like Cam Newton, right? 6'5", 240, got a rocket arm, accuracy, but for the most part, hell of an athlete. He's considered to be like a dumb quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's because he's black, and they try not to say.
Nah, he's stupid, Joe.
Joe, you know me. Man. I'm Mr.
Because if he was white, he'd be Ben Roethlisberger. They call Ben Roethlisberger dumb.
Man, Ben called all his own plays though. He calls all his own plays.
Okay, but he got a defensive coach. Who was his offensive coordinator?
We're missing the point, Joe. We're missing the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone because you done went somewhere else. I'm not trying to beat Cam up. I love Cam Newton. What I'm saying is with those gifts, and I feel you. I'm Mr. Pro-Black, but that has not, him being black is not the issue. He's not really. He does not read defenses well. He's not that.
Who does though? It's not the quarterback. It's the system. No, I'm saying. No, listen to me.
Now we arguing about sports.
I don't mean to argue about sports, but what you saying is it's the child and them, coming up and their intelligence. But you can't really exactly say that because of the systems. It goes back to sports that they coming out of.
Right.
What quarterback comes out of actually an NFL type offense? Now it's all spread where they don't have to read nothing.
I understand but you make it my point. So with that being said, they're having trouble adjusting to the NFL system. That's why you have older quarterbacks still in the league because they're not good enough to take their jobs.
That's the coach's fault. That ain't their fault.
Dude, listen, them dudes want to win. And trust me, if there's a better quarterback, they're going to play him. Like, for instance, there's nobody who can beat out Big Ben. There's nobody that can beat out Aaron Rodgers. And the only guy that could beat out Tom Brady got shipped to San Francisco.
Exactly.
But that was the owner. That wasn't the coach. The coach wanted to ship Tom Brady out.
Right. But that's
1 out of 32, though. That's 1 out of 32. You still proving my point. That's my point. It's not normal. These dudes ain't coming out of college ready to play. And the game is so fast. The bodies are so big. I just don't see this game lasting another 20 years. I don't see it.
Hey, well, we ain't fortunate as y'all rolling with a good quarterback because we had a dumbass quarterback for, 7-8 years, Joe.
Hell yeah.
And his ass in Miami somewhere still throwing to the other team.
No shit.
He easily throwing to the other team.
All right, man. Let's get into this. We didn't belabor the point too long. Let's get into this cat corner so Cat can get on out of here. Velle, hit us with the cat's corner.
Got a problem? Need some advice? Send your questions and problems to Cat for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
Oh man. Okay, and I want to. Did y'all? I see our buddy CB also sent us some. He wants us to not forget to read the feedback for Cat's Corner. It is on the Facebook group. So you want to hit that now, or you want to hit that after this Cat's Corner?
No, let's get to that feedback. If you got it pulled up, let's see that. I want to.
Okay.
I want to hear that feedback on old cheap ass.
Let me see. This is actually from the group. Ladies, fellas too. Tell us, what do you think about this question a listener sent us for our segment Cat's Corner? What do you all think? Okay, I have been seeing this guy for around 7 months, and he treats me good, and honestly, he seems obsessed with me. More importantly, he treats my kids like they're his, and they love him. Only one problem. I am not attracted to him at all. We haven't slept together and never will, and I honestly just want him as a friend and someone my kids can talk to. Any suggestions on how I move on with my life, but still keep this good man around for my children?
That nigga need to run.
Hold on.
Him or her?
Joe, that is Cat's Corner.
I'm
well,
just
yeah,
saying,
Cat.
I'm kind of with like if this question would have been presented maybe 10 years ago, my answer would be totally different. But I can say now, I guess, you know, a little wisdom, a little age has taught me. Then you are not gonna want him until he doesn't want you anymore. So even if you were to move to another country, and if you were to change your name, like you're still gonna want him later. I feel kind of bad for women in these situations because sometimes we feel like we have a lifetime to get ourselves together and be the best person we can be so we can be the best partner for somebody. But unfortunately, if he's good to your children, then my question to you is, why did you introduce him to your children before you knew how you felt about him?
Right.
Because it was very negligent on your part to involve him in your family when you're not attracted to him. And so now, not only are you gonna try to disappoint him, you're gonna disappoint your children. And the message that you're sending to your children is you can switch people however you feel, because you have the right to do that. So I feel like you wanting to get away with him, you should definitely get away from him then. If you don't want him to be around you anymore, then you have to break off the relationship with your children as well. And this is the sacrifice as a single parent we make getting in relationships. So I'm kind of disgruntled and a little sad by this letter because, you know, us as women, we make a lot of silly choices. And this is an example of a silly choice we make, where we have someone who's obsessed with us, who loves our children, who is this and that, and we aren't attracted, quote unquote, to them. And I will, you know, assure you, sweetheart, you will be attracted to him one day. So I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of upset with this letter. Like, I feel like she's one of those that give us kind of a bad name.
She a hoe, Cat. Just say it.
I'm not gonna say she's a hoe. She hasn't slept with him, so a hoe would imply that she's having
not
sex.
Necessarily. Not necessarily.
But she said she's not sleeping with him.
That don't mean nothing.
I believe because he's probably a good guy, and so since he's a good guy, you know, I understand sometimes when you in a whole phase, you don't want a good guy, and I'm glad that you haven't slept with him because whole phases bring confusion for good guys, and what we don't want to do. And what we are guilty of as individuals, men and women alike, is we damage a person and send them out the door. So now we got a damaged person out on the earth, like walking around talking about, you know, bitches ain't shit. Eventually when he walk away, he like, bitches ain't shit. You know, we've lost another good man. So I think
is a blowjob the same as sleeping together?
Now if she doesn't, I can honestly believe if she hasn't, you know, slept with him, then she ain't putting his thing in her mouth either. So,
Well,
like,
because
I was just curious.
using
That's
it.
what Bill Clinton
look,
said.
well, look,
Allegedly.
this is my answer, and I hope I can help this person. Look at it this way:
Him or her?
You done took some L's in your life before. You might as well take another. Fuck them and see what happens.
Dang.
That was
Damn.
interesting.
It was. I wasn't expecting that one.
Advice.
I wasn't expecting that one. That was
you
kind
know
of Joe
what?
Dirty.
I'm not expecting myself to kind of agree with it, but I think that might shut her up for a little while. What if the sex is fucking bomb? What if it rocks your fucking earth? And so now you done slept with this dude. He done moved mountains for you. He's good to your kids. Like, maybe the lack of intimacy is why you're not attracted to him.
So what if he ugly? He gave you that thing, girl.
Well, here's
If she's
I hope
smart,
she come home and all her goddamn furniture gone.
nigga, he better be ugly. He better be ugly and peg leg. He better be blind in one eye and have a cast on the arm. Like
but Kat, ain't she contradicting herself? How she say we've been seeing each other for 7 months, but I'm not attracted to him? What day you woke up and said you wasn't attracted to him? And you couldn't tell that man that.
Using them.
She needed to buy her kids an Xbox or goddamn it, get them a dog. Talking about because they need somebody to talk to.
Velle, you thinking peanuts, man. You got to think bigger than that, man. She said 7 months. Exactly. I'm like, that's rent. That's mortgage payments, Jack. I'm telling you, man.
That's over half a year, huh?
I mean, it's some good guys out there. Like Roland, not the only one. It's some saver hoes out there who really try to change some lousy bitch life. And I don't mean to call her a lousy bitch.
That's
but
what she is. Cat called you a lousy bitch. That's what you are.
She know exactly.
I'm gonna challenge her to check herself, because I hear a lot of men, especially my age, late 30s, early 40s, who are saying that there are so many women from their past who they wanted to get with when they were younger, who didn't give them no play, and then after they got fat and had kids, they come back like, oh, I always remembered you as such a good
man.
And it's like, women,
facts, talk that shit, Cat.
We so dumb sometimes. Well, it's not that we dumb. We so desperate for the love that we were missing from our dads or our moms. Like, we so broken sometimes that we can have everything we want and be like, but I'm not attracted to him. Sweetheart, it's a lot of wives not attracted to their husbands, but they still married.
I just want y'all two married motherfuckers that's on the show to understand she was talking about y'all.
I want to take. Hey, Sly. I want to take a line from Roland real quick. I'm gonna use I've been around Roland too much. I just want to tell that crusty bitch, thank you, thank you for turning me down. Because if it wasn't for your crusty ass, I wouldn't found my wife today.
That's the truth. That's the truth. And then once he does marry somebody,
now you ain't shit.
And she got a toenail out of place, or she got an eyebrow hair out of place, she gonna talk shit about her. And it's
now
like,
you don't look like nothing.
Right. You gonna get with that fat bitch with one eyebrow, like, bitch. But he offered and she took. So
now you ain't shit but a meme.
Let's get realistic. Let's be real, sweetheart. If you have a man who is devoted to you, let me tell you, there are so many women on this planet. And I don't know if this is true. Have you ever heard the saying, guys, the man should always love the woman more than she loves him? Have you ever heard that saying before?
No, it sounds like some CB shit.
I heard it's better to give than receive.
I've heard that, you don't have to love your husband immediately, but he should be devoted to you.
Well, ain't that some shit? All right, Cat, now I lost you.
Well, no, not exactly, because your wife, I'm sure, has your devotion, and she is probably just herself. She didn't dress a certain way to get that devotion. She didn't speak a certain way to get that devotion. You just knew that was the woman you wanted to be devoted to. And apparently this man wants to honor this woman. And sometimes we as women, we so dumb, we don't know how to take the respect and take the honor. We too busy like, but his shoes dirty. I'm not attracted to him. Bitch, you can fix attraction. That's something. You can go buy him a shirt, get him a haircut.
Yeah, you see how a girl did Bobby Brown in a Thin Line.
But you
And
see
what was
I'm
the other
saying?
one? Three can play this game, or two can play this game? Two
That's
with
extra
Bobby
pay.
Brown.
Oh,
Man,
I'm not attracted to him. Bitch, then get attracted. Make him attractive.
7 months later.
It's hard out here for a lot of single women who are good ladies, but who told some guy back in the day, "You're great to me and my kids and all. I'm just not attracted to you."
Yeah,
like,
don't
that
make him
sounds-
attractive. You need to let that man know how you feel so he can move on and go find somebody
Yeah.
that's gonna be with him.
Well, what I don't understand, we have to have some type of form or something that gives context to these emails. You should have to put your race. You should have to put your age. You should have to put how many little crumb snatchers you got, because she used the word kids. So
right, and this is all I'm saying. If you
so
got
hold on, Kat. So I want to make a couple assumptions, right? I'm not going to talk about the race because I'm not going to offend. I don't want to offend nobody. We'll just say this.
That's what we do. We offend people. Hey, you black people who Roland talking to y'all.
So this is the problem in the community, right? The woman is probably somewhere north of 30 years old. She probably has 2 to 3 children, and she may possibly have 2 kids' fathers, right?
She's probably an RN or something.
No, she's a CNA, but
yeah, there you go, CNA.
but we
There you go.
We gonna give it
There
honey.
you go.
But no, in all
Yeah.
seriousness.
y'all, she worked doubles on holidays. She's good. She's good.
So what I'm struggling to understand is, honey, what is your problem? Because normally a woman, like I said, I'm making an assumption. If she's under 30, then I can see you worrying about attraction, right? But if you north of 30, especially having multiple kids, I don't understand how a woman is focused on attraction. See, because the way the relationship makeup works is number one, a man finds a woman. That's the way it works in nature. We find, right? And then with a woman, we like attraction. That's why we like the look. We
right.
Our thing is our eyes, right? A woman wants security, right?
Exactly.
So she might be attracted to Denzel, but Denzel ain't paying them bills. So she's not even she's settling. She falls in love with the man's personality and the thing that he provides, his protection, his love, how he honors her. That's what a woman falls in love with. So unless this bitch is a cyborg or she 22, which if you 22, honey, you don't need to be writing into Inside the Cave. We saving old hoes here. We deal with old hoes.
Well, you gotta think about it like this, Ro. If she like 25 with 3 or 4 kids, she might as well be 30.
Well, if she 25 with 3 kids, she need to close her motherfucking eyes. She ain't no good to nobody. Don't nobody want nobody 25 with 3 kids.
I'm telling you, man, some of them start early.
And what I'm saying is it's going to be harder and harder for her to find somebody willing to come in and cape up.
But this is what I'm saying, Roland. This is what I'm trying to get her to understand. That when I was in my 20s and and I wasn't attracted to some man, that was reason enough to go. Like, I don't care how successful you are and how kind you are. You don't look cute in pictures with me. So we got to go. But then as you get older, you realize, like, I could care less how this nigga look. At this point, it's not even about how he look. As a matter of fact, I prefer old men. I like them 1 foot in the grave, 1 on a skateboard. So, like, I like them old, and that's just because they cool. They chill out. They chill. They ain't trying to do too much. They gotta be sleep by 7. Like, as you get older, what you find.
Cat trying to take niggas to the jazz fest.
Cat, you trying to collect a pension?
I'm gonna take ass to Denny's at 4:45. Had this nigga back in the room by 6. Like,
Cat meet niggas. Cat meet niggas on Steve Harvey cruise and shit, going to see Frankie Beverly and Maze perform and shit with sandals on.
Don't let him be a veteran. Don't let him be a veteran or some shit, or he got a disability check or some shit.
Cat looking for that nigga with that
retirement.
Hey Joe, Cat looking for that old man with that sandal with that baby toe sticking out the side of the damn sandal and shit.
Chain mixed up in the taco meat chest hair. Nigga ain't got no hair in the middle, but got all the hair on his chest. Like, yes.
You want Drake daddy.
But that's because I'm older and because I've realized what my preferences are. Sometimes we start having children before we know ourselves. So we don't know our preferences.
Well, see, really. No, I get that part. But my issue is, if she's over 30, how did she get here? How did she date? How did she hang out with a guy for 7 months?
7 months.
Benefit from
that's the only she was talking to, because I picked up on too, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but I will say, bitch, you got options. That's why you can have the ability to choose. When
but see, that's wrong though, Cat.
7 months a long ass.
That's fucked
he
up.
Already got a sad nigga who cute.
Right. I feel you, Cat.
Taking the filter pictures with her.
And that's why her ass is by herself.
That's the one who's laying the pipe down.
2 niggas. She got the one that she take outside, and she got the one who good with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
She using, like you said, she using that nigga. And guess what?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Right into the show. I wish he would write into the show and say, so I could tell him, nigga, you a simp. That's what.
Exactly.
Because if you're gonna get used, at least you better be getting a payoff. That's some bullshit. You get simp's a bad name. Like, even a simp getting something.
That nigga better keep the receipts and file her ass in January and February.
How about
the sad part about it? He has her children.
Put their ass on his taxes.
That's the whole part about it too. You got your kids involved.
That's the sad part. That's the part that makes me uneasy with this letter, because she mentioned it in passing. Bitch, I don't bring any food in this house unless I triple check it before my children see it. So I don't know how you letting niggas in your house and they falling in love with your children, and you feel it's totally cool to be like, but I'm not attractive. I think
add the other part, and allowing her children to fall in love with him.
I wonder if she got him calling him uncle.
Probably.
No, just call him uncle.
Mr. James.
Mr. James. He sound old.
Can you give me some field trip money? And she like, you don't gotta give her no money. And he like, nah, bitch, I'm trying to save your fucking life because I save hoes. Let me help you. And she like, okay, I'm gonna write into this podcast and see what they think about this. Taking care of me. Like, it burns me up inside, because again, I don't know why these letters, when people write in relationship questions, where are the positive relationships? What are the relationships that's working it out and you just want to find out what to do to be better in the good shit? Cause
they ain't writing in the inside the fucking cave.
They trying to keep their relationship good. That's why they ain't writing into our ass, but they gonna get all types of messed up answers.
That's what made me mad about the Terrence shit. It's like, nigga, you asking somebody that shit and you got in your feelings because somebody called you a cheater? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that.
Hey, Terrence, we in the comedy section, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, Cat.
Who the hell is Terrence?
He was a writer in there from earlier. He was in his feelings, Joe.
So you got to catch up. No, I'm not going to read. Velle going to read some of these. You got the group pulled up? Velle? I almost pulled out my bouncing ball. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, whatever the hell your name is, you need to go ahead and move on.
Yeah,
Slide, do you have the group pulled up?
Well, shit, if I was going to add Slide, I could do it my damn self.
Slide, you got the Facebook group pulled up, Slide, with the feedback question from Cat Corner?
No,
you gonna find that nigga that nigga she got on the side, you gonna come in, eat up all her goddamn food, and take all her shit. And then she gonna be looking stupid.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
My probation officer won't allow me to be on the Facebook group.
All right, I got you. Miss Shay says, be honest with him. Let him know you value his friendship, but it will never be more than that. Don't waste his time.
Too late.
He 7 months. I'll punch a bitch in the forehead. She say,
hey, women have babies in 7 months. Goddamn it, you could be pregnant to have a baby in 7 months.
Hey, I be like, man, listen, I'm gonna need half on these receipts, bitch.
Goddamn it, I think my wife got her master's in 7 months. Goddamn it, you could do a lot in 7 months. She bullshit. Shit. The Cleveland Cavaliers changed teams 18 times within 7 months this past season. They had 42 different players in one season within 7 months. So a lot of shit can go down in 7 months.
7 months. That's a fucking lifetime. 7 months.
And you must can't do shit for her no more. Them rent checks done stop. Now she want to get rid of them.
Now she want to write us.
This is the rest of her comments. She said he could be missing out on someone who would appreciate him. So Valerie Smith said, Go ahead, Kat.
Well, no, that's the main point of it all. At the end of the day, bitch, if you don't want to move the fuck back, like, it's not no disrespect, boo, but if that's not what you into, then leave his ass there and let somebody else dust his ass off. Like, don't ruin it for the next bitch because you feel some kind of way, because somewhere there is a woman who would find him highly attractive.
He'll find him a good woman at church. Just go to church, bro.
He seems like a nice guy.
That's
great guy. Great guy.
Exactly, Kat. You don't go to no church, man. You go down to the strip club.
No, he met her at churches. Her ass was getting 2-piece for 3 kids.
Obviously, he like children and women, and like she needs to meet a better man where she enjoys meeting niggas, probably at the liquor store. She could probably find a great baby daddy in there. Or she could probably find him in the beauty supply store. He might be in Havana, do-rag. She finds some bar I know.
Can I get 2 more of these in? Hold on, guys.
Oh shit!
Let me get 2 more. Charles Richardson. She done a great job of leading this guy on, who probably under the impression that the relationship is actually going somewhere. She's even got the kids involved. After 7 months, the time for her to at least let him know how she really feels is long overdue. And then Rodney Perry says, the fact that he's sticking around for 7 months and not got none is actually why she don't want him. I don't believe you're leading him on because he's got to know what's up. The fuck is he, a mind reader? He's trying to...
No, Roland, I think what he's doing is conspiracy theorying that maybe this man don't want her either. He just want a family.
Right, because
he don't really want her.
This is what the rest of Rodney said.
And
that's a good point.
What man gonna be with a woman for 7 months, watch her kids, but not get no head? Like they saying, like how they doing that?
So he got a sad bitch too, huh?
But this is what Rodney said. He said I had to read it inside my head first. He said he's trying to kids his way in. Just let him know y'all friendship can remain the same, but you are not attracted to him and you want to see someone else, and he should too. That's a good point. He's so lame. So let's look at it from her perspective for a minute.
So they both bullshit.
Other than the using part, she might be like, this nigga is lame as hell, because he probably ain't even tried to get the pussy. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck how much a bitch ain't attracted to you. If y'all alone for long enough, she gonna accidentally give you some pussy. Come on, man. That bitch ain't got the crown jewel between her fucking legs. I'm
just saying, y'all. I'll tell you something that gets me hot and bothered is to see a father with his child, to see a man playing with some children, to see him being goofy and him being loving and care. That's enough to get some head for me, because that is attractive.
Oh, yeah? Let me go wake my daughter up right quick.
I'm about to go rent a kid.
I was waiting for one of y'all to say that.
Hey, Kat, honestly, you're a grown ass woman, and you got kids, so we know you fucking. How many niggas you didn't fuck that was beneath you? How many?
There was some tributaries in the past before.
Come on, somebody.
For the niggas who wasn't here. For the niggas who wasn't here, it wasn't for me, it was for them.
Right. So
it was for them to like.
So there's at least 2 niggas you want to forget about. Like, you don't even count them in your body count. It's like you don't even count them niggas. So you trying to tell me this lame ass no pussy?
But I'm gonna say they never met my children. I'm not introducing them to relatives. Like, I'm not bringing them to family events or having them meet my children. And that really, I think, will be how, I'll end this whole segment. Is ladies, stop bringing around men around your children and you're not sure how you feel about them. These are your children. Your daughters are watching what a woman should do. Your sons are watching how a man should behave. And if they see that a man is being good to them, but they mama don't want them, that gives them a sour taste in their mouth about their mothers. This would be totally a different event for me if the babies weren't involved. But the fact that your children know him and now you like, I don't like him, that makes me sad at you. Because as an adult, we as parents should never bring anything or anyone around our children that we'll have to eventually rip them from because we feel differently. So I think at the end of the day, while everybody is correct, I agree with everyone that, yeah, she kind of being hoish, she kind of being selfish, she kind of being a lot, but you have to tell this individual you're not interested in him. Now, I will say this. If you don't want to tell him, but you want to keep him around, then the first thing you need to do is explain to him that you will never sleep with him. Give him the option to go because he hanging around with the option of pussy. Don't tease him with the pussy because you're going to fuck up and give him some anyway.
Motherfucker might
so
be
I think
gay.
it's important. and I wouldn't put it past him. So, I mean, there are so many broken men out here. I wouldn't be surprised if he just wants a family. If he wants to see some kids and a mom hanging out in the kitchen and he thinks you're pretty to look at, so he wants to see it. I get it. But I also agree with Joe when he said that you're leading him fucking on. And that's not fair to so many women whose children are better than yours, boo, and cuter than yours, that would love for this individual to be in their lives. So keep the kids out of it, anybody, while dating, because you can't go back on that. You can't take away a child's adult. Adults are just as important to children as anything, but I'm with kind of Joe with this, kind of like I'm angry with her, Joe. I'm a little pissed off with her.
Good shit, Cat.
Thing
go ahead.
that Suge Knight shouldn't say. That is things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. For all those out there, maybe not up to what's going on. Suge Knight's mother passed away, and of course he is locked up, and he is trying to get out of jail to make the funeral, in which he was denied. So tonight we will hit you guys with things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. Got some, Ro?
Yeah. So, Suge Knight looks out on the yard and says, if you don't want motherfuckers all up in your cell, taking your books, messing with your bunk, come to death row. That was
it's actually funny.
What you got?
Things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. I got the top bunk.
Oh, you got the top bunk.
Things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. I'm legally blind. Barely.
Things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. I'm gonna write number 45 and see if he can commute my sentence.
for the record, I did do 1 year in college.
Damn. I wonder if President 45 even aware of who Suge Knight is.
Oh man, things that Suge Knight shouldn't say is, I want to go to my mother's funeral. I'll be right back, I promise.
Things Suge Knight shouldn't say. Hello, my real name is Marion. Ain't his name Marion?
Yeah, it is.
Hello, my name is Marion.
Things Suge Knight shouldn't say. Hey man, I changed my lifeblood. I swear to God, I'll be right back, motherfucker. Let me out this cell, bitch.
Things Suge Knight shouldn't say. I swear to you, I was not with Tupac last night.
What? Say that again.
That fell a little dead. I was talking about the night that he was in Vegas with Tupac. I swear to you, I was not with Tupac. He had all the pictures and shit.
Oh shit, that was low blow. Things Suge Knight shouldn't say. Oh man, I ain't had vanilla ice cream since I was on that balcony that one night.
Oh, I was thinking about that too. Come on, Joe. We the steam coming out.
Things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. Damn.
See, we went flat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got to keep them coming. Last chance, Velle. You got another one?
Things that Suge Knight shouldn't say. Man, I ain't even see dude in front of my truck, or when I backed up and put it in drive and reversed again.
I thought it was a speed
bump. I thought it was a speed bump.
I forgot about that. That was crazy. Is that what he's doing the time for right now?
I believe so, pretty much.
Yeah,
probably a whole lot
like
of other shit. They just don't want to let him out.
It was that, and it was I believe like a parole violation.
Yeah.
That dude didn't die, did he? It was
he died.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suge Knight never did
do that.
Yeah, he's saying it was self-defense. Then it was a bunch of crazy shit. You know. Crazy. Didn't he faint? Didn't he faint in the courtroom?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He fainted in the courtroom, but he had one eye open when he fainted. He looked up like.
You know how they be? Hey Velle, you know how they do in church, where before they fall back, they look.
They gotta look, see who's looking. All right, man. What we got, Road Dog?
All right, next up is Tell the Truth Sly.
Hey, ladies! It's time for To Tell the Truth. Ladies, let's talk about it with Sly on Inside the Cave.
Dang, 2 hours later. Shit.
Let's go recap and Tell the Truth.
Yeah, I ain't got the recap. Who got the recap?
I thought you said Sly do recap. Yo, Rich, your fucking segment.
So my segment like hours ago.
How the fuck you ain't prepared for your segment?
I don't never read this shit.
All right, well, just tell us the new question then. How about that? Making me look bad. Writer enters is going to be on my ass.
Well, the new question I was going to have the
Well, apparently,
just make sure CB
didn't show up.
Make sure CB edit.
Oh, well, shit.
Man, if y'all don't get your unprofessional asses and get this shit together.
Oh, you right,
What the
Joe.
fuck you ain't been here 3 weeks? You gonna show up talking shit?
That's because I ain't getting no damn email.
Things that Joe Dirt should say.
I need mine converted over to a text message. I got the oh shit, this is on a cell phone. This is
You ever do the dirt sheets right quick?
No. No. Yeah. Hey, ladies, let's talk about it with Sly. Let's talk with Sly inside the podcast group. Ladies, question for these ladies. What is something that you didn't think you would like sexually, but actually you do enjoy? Ladies, what is something that you didn't think that you would like sexually, but actually you really do enjoy it?
Hey, Sly, I'm putting.
Damn, cat left too early.
Sly, I'm putting 10 on. 70% of the ladies say anal.
Oh,
70%.
No,
okay, I got another question. I got another question for the ladies. Ladies, have you ever walked away from a relationship while you were still in love with the person?
All the time. Man, we need a cat right now.
Wouldn't that defeat the fucking purpose? If you still in love, what you leaving for?
Hey, that's women. That's what they do, though.
The grass might be green on the other side.
Hey, like Velle says, what women do.
We'll never understand them. Even in the year 2038, we still ain't gonna understand them. Even our two female presidential candidates, Sari and Alexa.
Hey, did you see that video? You see that video for that segment or for that part, that breakdown?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that shit was on point.
Yeah. So
that's a good question, man. You said anal, I'm gonna go with oral. I'm gonna go oral.
I'm gonna go with
the first question.
On when they first got it.
Oh, the first question is, what is something you didn't think that you would like sexually, but actually you do enjoy it?
Well, I know that that guy from Cat's Corner, she ain't enjoying nothing from what you call him, Mr. James. Because he ain't getting none.
I would have to say I'm on. Rose said anal. Velle said you say oral. I'm gonna go with I don't want to call it the BDSM, but I want to say like being told what to do. Like the man just being like the man being like dominant. a lot of women, dominant, but a lot of women, I don't want to go into the BDSM because that's like a whole realm of shit. But a lot of women end up being at work, being bosses at work, telling people what to do, you know what I'm saying? And they want to come home, and when the doors get closed, they want to be told what to do. They want to be submissive, sexually.
I'm mad as hell that BSM slides off your fucking tongue that easy. What you into, Sly?
I went to Exotica.
Hey, that shit rolled off.
It was a learning process up in there, boy.
The Exotica research.
I got involved in some shit up in there.
He had to open up a whole nother Hotmail account. They don't even got Hotmail.
I got involved.
Sly over there doing
like Velle, the pictures that you posted, that you showed us of somebody that was at Exotica, the black couple that was at Exotica.
Oh, yeah.
Like they was there when I was there on Sunday, and they seen the shit that I was going through.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Sly went 40 Shades of Black on us.
Yeah,
happened?
like
50 Shades of Black.
Yeah,
what happened? I missed it.
Man, like his girl took the video, and the shit was funny as hell. She took pictures and video. She was funny as fuck.
That wasn't you getting your ass whooped with that thing, was it?
What you talking about?
Sly.
No, not the pictures that I sent you. Or that no. I told them to send them to Inside the Cave, but I guess they didn't do it.
I might, you know me, man. I might have missed it. There's so many things my eyes ain't allowed to see in that group. Sometimes I just scroll past that shit.
No, since we recording, I ain't gonna say what it is.
All right, well then hit me. Yeah, tell the story when we off air. But yeah. So all right, Velle, what's next?
I guess we that was it for our man Sly. I guess we gonna hit y'all with this Tell Me Something, Joe.
Dirty headlines, nasty stories, freaky tales. It's time for the Dirt Sheets with Joe Dirt on Inside the Cave.
Don't tell us about Jamie Foxx.
I know.
Don't tell us about Jamie Foxx. Don't tell us about Jamie Foxx.
I heard about him. I had to go look that up. But I got a good one. It's over here in Roland, neck of the woods.
Okay.
I'm about to hit y'all with some shit. Literally. The police said there was a road rage incident that ended up with one man pooping on another. My question is, how the hell, after the road rage incident, do you let a man just take a shit on you? But in Heidelberg Township, PA, you know what that is?
No, I don't know where that's at. That must be in some backwood alley type stuff, bro.
Police say that one man defecated on another man during a road rage episode. The accused and the victim got into a road rage argument, leading the accused to defecate on the victim. Authorities say that the New Tripoli man got into an argument around 8:45 a.m. It says New Tripoli town, the Heidelberg Township is located about 17 miles north of Allentown. You know where any of this shit is?
I know where Allentown is. That's close to Pittsburgh.
Okay, so it's like 17 miles north of that.
Okay.
That hick town?
Yeah, hell yeah, because I don't know about it. Allentown is like a little hood, but above that, like they got projects in Allentown. I don't know that. I don't know where Heidelberg is. What's in Heidelberg?
But the suspect been charged with harassment. I don't know how you only get charged with harassment after you just take a shit on somebody.
Harassment.
He must have knocked him out. I bet you the cops showed up, man, and said, "Man, this is a shitty situation."
Hey, can't nobody ever tell that man he ain't shit.
That's some dirt sheet shit for your ass.
Or like Kanye say, "I'm the shit and the urine."
Police pulled up like, what the shit is this?
Nobody says that, Joe. They say, what the fuck is this?
They say it here in Chicago.
Older people say, what the shit is
older. Yep. My great grandma used to say that. My great grandma used to say that in church, Roland. In church. Wasn't the shit as they singing.
My ex-wife Granny used to say that. What the shit? What the
Facts, bro. My great granny show used to say that in the church.
In the church.
Hey man,
damn. That was just shitty.
But a lot of shitty stories coming out the dirt sheets lately.
I'm still like baffled. Like, how do you let somebody shit on you?
He had that knocked him out.
No, he ain't knock him out.
I guess his driving skills won't mean worth the shit, huh? Yeah, damn, you gonna let your window down?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right, well, let's hit it. Let's wrap it up.
Any sponsor for you, Joe Dirt?
Yeah, Charmin.
Oh boy.
that should be your sponsor every week lately.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, another Skeleton Crew turned into a great episode.
Skeleton Crew Productions.
And piggybacking off of Joe, I got a shitload of Wait What's actually too, by the way.
Oh shit.
It's time for the wrap up. Wait, what?
Let me get into this shit. Get this shit started. Did Cheryl ask, was that a gay man's trip? You guys remember that?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did Terrence bring his wife Hawaiian hepatitis as a souvenir? Wait, what? Did we have a positive around the cave and a unanimous 0 to 100 on President 45?
Wait,
what?
Fuck Trump.
That's what we all said. Will NBA and the WNBA form one super league known as the UBA, Unisex Basketball Association, according to Sly, in the year 2038? Wait, what?
You made it sound better than what Sly was talking.
I felt where you was coming from, Sly.
Thank you.
Did Susan say she's been seeing a guy for 7 months but not interested in him? Wait, what?
Yeah,
she must got a 7-month lease. Now all of a sudden she like, okay, that shit's over. You can leave now.
Right. That shit crazy.
Did Kat finally agree with the man tonight? Wait, what?
I missed that.
No, she actually agreed with the Susan story in the 7 month situation.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And she agreed with me telling her to go ahead and fuck him and find out.
Yeah, she did. 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Did Kat say she can meet a good man? Excuse me. And when I say she, I don't mean Kat. I mean Susan, the writer in her. Can she meet a good man at the liquor store or at a beauty supply buying a do-rag? Now that shit was funny.
That's where the nice guys hang out.
I know.
That's where
I
all the
almost
nice
fell out.
guys hang out.
Hey, the do-rag owl is a great owl to be in. I miss that owl.
Hey, we know somebody that still wear a do-rag. Maybe she could be.
I thought about that joke, but I ain't gonna say that.
Hold on, though.
I swear I thought about that.
But if you going in the beauty supply for a do-rag, you only in there for like 2.5 minutes.
No, they got colors, bro. You got to pick out the right color.
And then you might have to get some grease or a brush. They got a lot of little shit you might want to look at now, you know. Okay. Did Joe go wake up his daughter while Sly rented a kid just to attract a woman for some head?
Hey, look at here, little nigga.
What?
Look here, little nigga. Don't say nothing. Once she see you and me playing together and throwing the football, I'm a shoe in.
It don't matter if you white and I'm black.
I'm still your daddy.
Let me see. Did Joe say a man did a shit by? Is that what it was, Joe? Like a drive by, but a shit by?
Shit by, that's what it was.
Crazy.
Is Suge Knight gonna whoop all our asses?
Not
probably.
Possibly. Not
CB,
possibly.
edit this. Edit me out on this. And the most important wait what of the night, which is going to be very controversial. Did Big Dawg himself duck Sly tonight? Ooh. Wait. What? And that is the wrap up with your man, Velle.
The wrap up with Velle.
Ain't no stopping us.
Damn, I just signed my own death wish, huh? With Suge and with Dawg.
I did talk to Dawg, so he didn't duck you. He said he had to work.
He working on material, huh?
Ooh, man, I know one thing. When it do come, it's going to be epic. The head-to-head competition.
Hey, dog, you don't see this right now, but that nigga Sly sipping that Cooper's Hawk in your face right now with the pinky finger up on your ass.
This nigga's scared.
He over there looking like Creed, and you Drago.
This nigga's scared.
Championship fluid right here. This that Mama Wanna juice.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah, you know what this is. I got home and made it myself. They told me I had to make it. I made it myself.
Well, that was a really, really good show from the Skeleton Crew. Nice wrap up, Velle.
Appreciate it, man.
Can we get Sly to get us up out of here?
Can I gotta do it like Dawg do it?
You can do how you want to do it.
You even if you want to, I'm gonna instigate. Even if you want to throw a shot at Dawg in the mix. Why you wrapping it up? I'm just playing, Dawg. I'm just playing, Dawg. Dawg, I'm just playing, big bro. Big bro, I'm just playing, Dawg.
Hey, on behalf of Ro, Velle, Joe, and Kat, this is Sly of Inside the Cave podcast. Thank y'all for listening. We catch y'all motherfucking asses next week.
Make sure y'all award the next show.
We going to court on the next show.
Hey, look. We got to hit him with, you said you wanted to be here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for listening to Inside the Cave. Get the latest Cave Crush and Inside the Cave gear at cavecrushshop.com. Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and cave crushers. Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave.
You did say you wanted to be in, right?